Okay, so here's the video tour for 57 Crane in Mountain Lakes. The property is winterized, which means the power is off and all water is off. But we're going to walk you through what is a house that's in a bit of rough shape. So first thing you see when you walk in through the main door, yeah, it's difficult to see because there's no power, but you have a small vestibule right here with a big old door and comes into what is your main room. Yeah, so you've got radiant heat, double hung windows, and then you've got a big chimney stack. Now this is a working fireplace, but the one thing I've spotted pretty much straight away is if you look at the wall here, there's so much give in this. It's literally, you see that, it's got water damage that's come down from the chimney. So that definitely needs to be addressed straight away. You've got some staining up on the roof here, which could be a sign of water inside as well. But other than that, I mean, despite the fact that it's empty, it's cold and it's raining significantly outside, the lounge space is fairly okay. I'm not seeing any worrying cracks, or anything to give me real concern in here. So let's move into what would be the dining space. You have a beautiful wallpaper, which I wouldn't get rid of much. Going out into the kitchen, and then you have, from this room, it goes out into what is the sunroom. You got swing doors here. Again, with the radiant heat, and then you got the radiant heat there. This room is a little bit colder, just single hung windows in here. If you spent a little bit of money, upgraded the windows, you'll definitely be able to use this year through. It's a little bit strange when I'm looking at it because you have a three-season room that opens up directly into a room that would be wanting to stay warm. But let's move into the kitchen. The kitchen's a nightmare. It's like the kitchen the 80s built. You have terrible flow, terrible design, and you just need to gut this completely. To gut this kitchen and make it desirable, about 25 grand tops. What you would do is you'd move the dishwasher, which looks awful, and the sink, and you put them into this gap here, and then it would open up the space. You could have countertops here. Obviously you've got a middle countertop here. You still have a big fridge freezer, and then you could do something down here that would allow you to maximize the space. As you see, you've just got an empty space under there, which is just doing nothing for you. Now in here you have the guts of the house. The boiler and water heater, everything was winterized back in 2019. We have the seller's disclosures from 17, so we know that this was serviced up until around the summer of 2017 for sure. We're still trying to work out what happened with ownership. Moving into the garage, this is a slight concern. You have some pretty major cracks running through the middle of the property. And again, this could just be settling over the years that just wasn't addressed. It looks as though they may even have built this section of the garage on from this, and that could have caused it. Looking at the service, you asked me about that yesterday. They have 150 amp service going in. They've still got space on the panel, although it's not the prettiest of service coming in. But it definitely would be able to take whatever this house had to throw at it. Garage door openers. Yeah, the more I see this, the more I'm just thinking that this was added after the fact and it was just done badly. Cracking probably happened when they were doing construction on this, because what I would have expected to see at some point will be some cracking in the tile work as the house shift. So hopefully it's not a major structural issue, but obviously home inspection, that's what that's for, would verify what it was. Okay, so we have cooktop and built-in oven. Let's get out of the 80s, let's get rid of that built-in oven, let's put a cooktop there. Open up this wall, so you'll lose some storage here, but you're gonna make it up behind me. And let's just open this out, be a really nice kitchen to look at. So, the rest of the house. We have a maid bathroom, direct from the 80s. There's a half bath down here. And coat closet. Again, the house is built on a slab, so we have no basement, so you don't have to worry about flooding. Now, I did walk the outsides, and we'll walk them again. But the good thing is that it wasn't overly wet considering how much rain we've had already in New Jersey today. Okay, so again, lazy bathroom. It's, I mean, a little bit of reimagination on that, and you can have this looking good again. Into bedroom 1, which opens up into another pointless closet. And again, this is just, there are 3 things my home inspector guys will tell me that will ruin a home. The first is water, second is insects, and third are homeowners. And when you look at something like this, where they've tried to DIY it, it just looks awful. So this room has another 2 feet that you can open it up into, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. You could even put fitted units in there and have your wardrobe that way. Okay, next bedroom. Alright, so decorative pillars can go, they're not load bearing, you don't have to worry about that. Radiant heat. What's a decent size? This is the master bedroom. I'd definitely get rid of these pillars. They really aren't anything other than decorative, and even then, they're not that decorative. And then you have a master bathroom, which is a good size. Look, it's a nice shower unit. Good size shower unit. And it's a god-awful sinks area. And then what do we have in here? Just pointless storage. Alright, so you have your laundry up here on this level. But there are definitely better ways to configure this space. So from here you've got his and hers closet, I guess you would call it, going out into the bathroom with laundry to the side. Further into the bathroom, shower, toilet, sink, you double vanity that, and then you have the world's most pointless closet. So there's 2 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, with a half bathroom downstairs. Now, let's see if we can get to the... I know they're not classing this as a stairway. So this is dangerous. It doesn't feel as though it's going to bear weight. So what we'll do, I can't imagine this ever being a legal room. When you've got your access there, you have a huge amount of space. Now I'm not going to come up because this wood doesn't feel safe at all, but you have a huge amount of space. Obviously kids have played in there. You got signs of moisture up there where they've patched, but for the most part it looks to be in fairly good condition. You see the closet there, so it's obviously a house that in its day had some love, but right now needs a lot of help. And just to give you an idea of the stairwell that they've got in here, and I don't know, it looks like they might have blocked up the proper stairwell to put in the bathroom. You can see someone's cut the wall open, you can see where that's fairly new. But this is the stairwell. And you see it's almost like a ladder going up with that's what's holding the stairwell together as it is. So there's considerable work to be done in the house. Yeah, the more I see this, the more I'm confident that they've opened up this space. So this was probably where the room ended originally. So it was a smaller bedroom. This was probably a stairwell going up to the back of the attic. And then they just reconfigured the house so badly. It would be definitely interesting to have a look at some of the much older pictures, and I'll do that a little bit later when I'm back at the office. So effectively, it's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath house, which at the price they want for it, offers little to no value at all. There's no basement space for relaxing. It's just not a great investment, and definitely not worth the asking price. I would probably look to pay less than $350, maybe even if it was $325 for a property like this, just because of the work you've got to put in there. So it's considerable investment. It's a lot of work. So you wouldn't be able to move into this anytime soon. You're probably looking at 3-6 months of work. But here's the outside line. You see you can hear it's raining. But through the trees you've got road, and you have your neighbor's property, and then you have road in the end. So this kind of property kind of triangles in to the front. Now the roof is fairly new. Our roof is 10 years old. It looks to be holding up in reasonable shape. But overall, you're looking at best estimate $100,000 to $150,000 worth of renovation costs to bring this up to standard. I'll post this for you. Well, you know I've posted this because you're watching already, but we'll speak over the weekend.